Hi, I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the Expert Plumber.
And I'm Julie Wakefield with JW Etiquette.
In this video, we're going to talk about business networking fundamentals for beginners. And it's really funny because we do a lot of videos on networking, and we both teach networking to different kinds of groups. Julie teaches the corporate etiquette type people, and I teach residential service people. So we understand a lot about networking.
Right. We understand that it's a way to build your business,
Yes,
and
it
it's
is.
something that you need to be doing if you're not doing it.
And it's a great way to build your business in the beginning, because in the beginning when you're starting your business, you have a lot of time and not a lot of money. And I know, I remember.
Yes.
Both of us remember. So the thing is, you've got to find a way to get out, grow your business without spending a lot of money. And networking is how both of us really started and got a lot of great results.
Oh, absolutely. It's a great way to meet people. It's a great way to build relationships. It's a great way to get out there and practice doing your craft.
So the very first thing that I'm going to tell you for beginners is just do it. Get out there. Put yourself out in front of people to where you're talking about what you do and where you can meet other people. You're going to start building your referral group. If you put a ad out on Google AdWords or something, it's going to cost you a lot of money. But if you go in and build relationships with 100 people, and you've got 100 people mentioning your name when someone mentions whatever trade or skill or it is that you do, it's a lot better thing because it goes to more of a warm referral then.
Oh, absolutely. And you got to remember this too. The most successful people are the people who have great people skills. So 85% of your success comes from people skills, and the way to develop those skills is to get out and be with people.
And it's really funny, networking, remember, we're all in this to grow our business. Now, you're not going to walk in and start selling, but you're going to walk in and start building relationships with people. And the reason that's important is this can be your sales team. This can be a group of people that once they get to know you and maybe sit down for a face-to-face or talk to you a few times, they understand what kind of people you're looking for, what kind of business you do, and then they may think, wow, I know somebody I need to introduce them to, or maybe in their line of work, they come across someone that says, hey, I'm looking for a business coach, an etiquette type trainer to train my people because, man, they're not doing things right. And that's what it's all about.
Oh yeah, and it's great when people go out, even like in my industry, you go out to a baseball game, a professional sports game or whatever, and you notice that people are a little bit awkward. That's when it will click. You know what, I know somebody who teaches this, and so maybe I should connect you with this person, and it works.
And it works that way for me too. If people walk into somebody's house and their toilet stopped up, they think, I know somebody that they could call.
Right.
The next thing is, think about joining a networking group. Now, we are both part of Master Networks, and we joined it because, and it's funny, because even joining Master Networks, I went to 3 different chapters before I found the one where it's like, this is my group. And the day that I walked in, I knew I'm joining this group. Now, we both network at Master Networks during the day, but we also attend other networking events. There are evening events we go to, there are specialty events we go to, and networking is not just a one-time thing or a one group thing. You need to put yourself in front of as many people as you can in the beginning, because this is where you're going to build your team, your tribe, your networking group. And joining a networking group was really great for me.
Oh no, it was. I had to make you do it, but it was a great thing
It's my
for
boss.
you. That's right. But you know, networking groups include other things, other types of organizations, like maybe a social group, a community service group, a chamber of commerce, your church or organization. you're going to network differently there, but you're there to be part of that group and to build relationships. So it's all about relationship building. So one thing beginners need to think about is, what groups am I already a part of, and how can I start implementing networking strategies through these groups without being oversell.
Right.
You know, don't want to be so sell, but you just want to be able to start thinking, how can I meet these people? How can I get to know them? And if you're already in groups, that's part of it too.
And no matter what group it is you're in or what networking event it is that you go to, always carry business cards. Now, there's a guy that does an event here in the North Texas area. It's really great because he's got a fishbowl set up. You just come in, you drop in one card, and everybody there will get an email the next morning by the time you wake up, and it'll have a copy of everybody's card there. I hate it when I go to networking groups where people come up and they're talking like, oh, well, let me have your card, and you give them theirs. You say, have you got one? They're like, no, I ran out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, if you're so unprepared that you run out of business cards, why would I want to refer anybody to you? Because that lets me know right there, you're not looking ahead at taking care of things that need to be taken care of.
Interesting that you say that, because I've actually met people there who purposely do not carry cards because they don't want people contacting them. They want to select who they get cards from and who they will follow up from. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm not the guy you want to try to come up and talk to. Because I'm the guy that if you don't have a card and you say, but give me one of yours, I say no. And I'm sorry, but that's not the kind of people I want to deal with.
And why?
Because that's not the kind of networking group I want to be involved in. I want people that are prepared, that want to share their information, that want to help people. When I go networking, it is as much or more about helping other people, because I know if I walk into a networking event and I meet you and I help you and I introduce you to people, or I introduce you to my group, or I introduce you to someone that can use your services, you're gonna be like, wow, I really do like Roger. Now, somewhere down the road, something's gonna happen and somebody's gonna say, oh my gosh, I need a plumber. You may get on Facebook and see somebody say, I have an emergency, I need a plumber, does anybody know anyone? And your first thought is gonna be, I know a plumber. Hopefully it's me you're talking about.
Well, and here's the thing about that too, is that what you put out into this world comes back to you. So if you are going to be that type of person who says, I want to select who I get business cards from and I want anybody contacting me, then what that tells us is you're self-centered. So when you are self-centered and you want to be in control of that, you're not going to get the response that you want, because business networking has a lot to do with what you put out there and being givers. And so if you're not willing to share your information, then you're probably not going to get a lot out of your professional business network.
And these are all basic fundamentals. Remember that. So if you're already out networking and you've got a networking group that you're in that you like, leave a comment down below. Let us know what group you're in and what is it you like about it. Because I can tell you right now, the day I walked into the Master Networks chapter that I'm in, I joined that day. I picked up the paper. I said, look, I want to join this group. It's very selective, so I'm the only plumber in that group. And I knew by the people that I met, the conversations that we had right there in this 1 hour meeting, I knew this is a group I want to be in. And that's almost 3 years ago. But my thing is, I knew immediately this is a group I want to be involved with. It's not just because I thought it would be good for me. There were people in there that I liked, and I thought, I want to be able to tell people about them. I want to get to know them more. Getting in there, building my network has helped me build my net worth, because I get a lot of referrals from that, and that's not really what it started out as. I guess the next thing that I would tell you, the basic fundamental, would be to listen.
Oh, being a good listener is probably the most important skill that anyone can have. God gave us 2 ears and only 1 mouth. And that's because we're supposed to be doing more listening than talking.
You notice she looks at me when she says that.
Well, it is what it is. No, you are a good listener. When you're out and about talking to people, you do. You want to know about people, and you ask a lot of questions, and you get to know people, and that's really important because you want to find out what people do. You want to know who you want to add to your referral network, because that's as much a part of business networking as getting the referrals from other people.
Here's the cool thing is when you talk to people and you listen to what they say, whenever you meet them or see them again in a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks later, you can say, hey Adam, you and your wife were going to the Grand Canyon a couple of weeks ago. Did y'all have a good time? And when Adam knows that you listened close enough to know he was going on vacation, he was going with his wife and where he was going, and you cared enough to follow up and ask about it, people understand then, look, you really do care because you listen and you make mental note of, hey, I want to follow up with this guy and ask him, hey, did you have a good time? Maybe because I want to go to the Grand Canyon and I want to know, where did you stay? What was it like? Did you enjoy yourself?
Right, or maybe you just care about him.
Absolutely.
There's a guy in his networking group who always says people don't care what you know until they know that you care. And so by remembering that he was going on vacation and you just ask about it, lets him know that you care about him as a person and he's just not another referral to you. So by remembering that he went on vacation and asking about it, then that person knows that you really care about him as a person and that he's not just another lead to you.
So guys, if you like these videos or you've done some of these things, please leave us a comment down below and make sure you subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of the other videos. If there's things you want to learn about networking and business networking, please make sure to leave a comment and let us know of questions that you have. I'm Roger Wakefield.
And I'm Julie Wakefield.
And we're helping you grow your net worth networking.